Alright, so we're going to go over what sold over the last 2 weeks, and plus what sold for the holiday weekend. So, not a whole lot. Been fairly slow. Hoping fourth quarter starts kicking in here the next month or so, as we're only halfway through October. So it's just dipping the toes in. Alright, so we're going to start off with this Albuquerque Fire Department Paramedic Patch, $5.99. Next was the Southborough, Massachusetts Fire and EMS, $8.99. This Columbus, Ohio Station 2 at $6.99. And I'm pretty sure it was bought together with this New Britain, Connecticut Engine 2, Ladder 2, $5.99. Next was this Panasonic color camera power supply. So they're $14.99 plus $10 ship for parts. I got this from the clean out job where I got all those magazines. And I have the camera for this too, but that's not really worth anything. But I was able to plug it in. As you can see, the red light came on, so I'm pretty sure it works. I just don't really know what I'm doing because I didn't really know what I was doing with the camera, so I couldn't quite figure it out. So I just sold it for parts, and this ended up going international. Next was this Google Wi-Fi access point, $24.99 free ship. I ended up just refunding the guy. This was broke, which I did know before I sold it. I just didn't think that was going to be a problem, but they sent me a message about it, and I just refunded them, whatever. I had a feeling this was going to be a problem anyways. As you can see, the box, it's not in English. So, that's why I have the read on there, because it's not in English, so I had a feeling this was going to end up being a problem anyways. Like I said, it ended up being a problem with it. They didn't like that it was broke, which I should have disclosed. But I was also not entirely sure if that was normal, if it was supposed to do that, so. Anyways. Next is this Wyoming Valley Club patch, $6.99. Next was this Toro 60 volt trimmer. I took an offer on this, I'm pretty sure $125, I think is what the offer was. It was only going to Rhode Island, so I decided to take it because I knew the shipping on it was not going to be too bad. Which it wasn't. It was like $16, I think. That I am trying to be rid of these as fast as I can. I do not want to take these into next year, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some going into next year. But after that, I would like to be done, and I'd like to be done with them. And I did have to do the count because of back when we had the yard sale. I took some off in case we sold some of the yard sale. Which we didn't end up selling any. Not the second time. The first time I sold a combo kit for $200, so that was nice. So I had to readjust that, and I checked the pole saws were not even listed, so I took photos and relisted those. I gotta go through the storage units and get them organized, make sure stuff's listed. Because like I know there's some stuff way back from the Staples pallet that just got thrown in there. It wasn't listed. So obviously you can't sell if it's not listed, so I got to get that all in order. But also, a quick note is on the Toro pallet, we're $1,000 away from profit still. So I'll definitely make some money. It won't be a losing pallet. As I have at least 4 of these trimmers left. I want to say at least 4. The other one, 3 blowers, 3 pole saws. So I should make a couple bucks. Next was this Clue board game, $12.99 free ship. This ended up being a loss as well. The shipping on it ended up going to Oregon, so the shipping on it was like 10 something, and then with fees, I ended up losing like $1. So not great on that. Probably should have charged a little more to at least have broke even, but it is what it is. Next is PGA Tour Airflux Mesh Golf Hat. $9.99 plus $5 ship on this. This was something I would have got from Goodwill. I would for like $3. So I made a couple bucks on that. Next was Lego Classic Green Base Plate, $7.99 free ship. And then some little more Lego. This Lego motorcycle for $11.99 free ship. And these came from the Toys pallet. The Clue, the Lego base plate, and this Lego. And I want to say there's something else that we're getting to as well. Next was this Playboy lot from 2016, $29.99 plus 15 ship. Might have sold this out on an offer. I don't remember. But this was nice to get, because this again came from that clean out job, so it's all profit. And I still got some other lots of older Playboys. Next is this Seguin Fire and EMS, $6.99. Next, this was from the Toys. This Treasure X marks the spot. Minecraft Treasure X, $9.99 plus 5 ship on that. And this Lego Botanical Cherry Blossoms at $12.99 also came from the Toys. Next was this Jumbo Roll Bath Tissue for $39.99 free ship. This was not something I was expecting to have sold so quickly. This came from the Staples pallet. And this, again, for a long time was just at storage, wasn't listed. Finally got around to listing it. Like I said, it sold surprisingly quick. But I did see there was another listing that had a bunch sold. So I kind of took their title and modified it a little. Because I figured copying their title would get me a sale, which it did. Because if you look up Coastwide Professional Jumbo Roll Bath Tissue, there's some listed but none sold. So this was something I figured where someone's not necessarily going to care about what brand it is. They're going to be looking specifically for, commercial toilet paper. So, and I did have a second one, which of course I didn't put a quantity on, so I had to just redo I just made a new listing when this sold. Next was this Keurig My K-Cup Universal Reusable Filter for $7.99 free ship. This I should have just sold at the yard sale for like $1 or $2, because that's about what I ended up making after shipping and fees. And this has been around for a long time. This came from the original coffin boxes that I had bought from the pallet place, my first ever purchase, which was a huge disaster. This was one of the few things that was left that I kept fighting to get, to try and sell on eBay. Probably would have helped if I didn't have the new part in the front of the title, especially since it's open box. It's not even new sealed. So, I'm glad to be rid of that. And then my pride and joy of the store, a Degree deodorant. We only sold one, but as you can see, we got 10 left. $22.99 free ship on these. And as you can see, we did end up going over the goal. It's October 7th was the goal, to hope to have had them all sold by, but it's still pretty impressive to sell probably 110 of them within a year. That's pretty good. It's going to be a sad day when these are gone. Like I said, I only got 10 left. But I do also have a return coming inbound. That's gonna be a disaster. The guy bought it, didn't like it because I think it irritated his underarms, which happened to someone else that did as well, and they returned it. But this guy was, was wondering, why am I having to pay almost $11 to get it shipped back? That's because I don't have. He thought it would have been a free return because he's in the U.S. He's in Alaska for starters. But as you can see, no, the free ship only applies when I ship it out. As you can see, 30-day returns, buyer pays for return shipping. And he also change my mind as the return reason, so it wasn't an INAD. So I'm not getting stuck paying for the shipping, which is exactly why I have buyer pays for return shipping. I'm trying not to get stuck paying for shipping both ways. So, like I said, and he sent me photos. He said he's going to send it out tomorrow. It's got the ground advantage return thing on it. It's on a priority box. Do I even want to bother sending him a message of that's not how you ship it? You can't use a priority box. What happened to the box that it came in? I mean, it's just going to be a disaster, like I said. I can already see it. Probably going to be a problem when it comes back. We'll see. I'll refund him his full amount. I lost one of them. Like I said, he did open it, but it's not a big deal. The other 5 I can just put it as like a 4-pack and sell it as a 4-pack, and then the one loose one I'll just keep for myself. That's what I did with the other return as well. I threw out the opened one and then just kept them for myself. All right. Next is this Lima Fire Company, $69, $8.99 on this. Next is Bullhead City, Arizona Fire. This sold out on offer. What was it? $8.09. Where's my phone? Oh, it's not. Doesn't. Oh yes, $8.09. That's where it is. $8.09. And then this also sold out on offer. This Jersey City, New Jersey, 125 years of service. Also out on offer, $7.19. So that, like I said, the weekend was pretty bad. It was the K-Cup and the deodorant. That was it. Well, technically, this came in as well for the weekend, and then these two just sold within the last hour or two. Moving on to the other account, we got this Rochester Technical Services at $7.99. I already own it, so that's why whatever lot this came in, I just sold it off because I already own one. This Eagle Lake, Texas Police, $6.99. And then this Monroe County Sheriff's, $7.99 again. I already own one, so sold this off from the lot that it came in. So that is it for the sales over the last 2 weeks. I did get another pallet in the meantime. I did get a Home Depot oversized, is what they call it. It's pretty much a mix program. It's returns, and it's also got stuff that the customers ordered to store or online ordered and never picked up from the store. So some of it's brand new, but there's also boxes that they had in there that are full of smalls, which are returns. So I went through those are all, at this point they're all gone through. What's going to be yard sale. Whatever's going to go up on eBay has been sorted out, and I've been slowly working at getting that stuff making the drafts of them to get them listed throughout the next week or two. We'll see what they got Wednesday. We'll have to see. And I ordered a bunch of boxes getting ready for fourth quarter from Zorro. Ordered some paper and a bunch of different boxes. Which I've only used one box, so I can't really attest to the quality of the boxes, but I will say the first box I used was a 644, and the seams did not line up. It was definitely off when you folded them. The seams were not straight, so not off to a good start. But I ordered a bunch of different boxes because with Rakuten you were getting 9% cash back, and there was a discount code that I was called out in bread and butter, so that saved me some money. Like I said, I got the 9% cash back plus the cash back on my credit card, so that was definitely well worth buying some boxes and stocking up in preparation for fourth quarter. So I will show you the Home Depot footage from that pallet, and then we will see you guys next week. Alright, so today's pallet pickup was some Home Depot oversize. At least that's what they call it. It's a mix of returns and stuff that just wasn't picked up. Pretty much is what it seems like, because I know I've seen on some of them you can see it was shipped to store stuff that just never got picked up. So And it's pretty much, it's high piece count, so there's these milk crates that are full of product. These 3 boxes, those as well. And these 4 milk crates just filled with all sorts of stuff. So it's gonna be a mix of stuff that's like yard sale, eBay. I just have to go through it all, which will be quite the process, especially since it's, like I said, some of it is returns, and this isn't all of it. There's some other stuff downstairs, bigger stuff. There's a couple things we're gonna keep, or probably keep. They're like on each of them. There's 2 little like gorilla step ladders, super nice. We're gonna keep those for the storage unit. And there was 2 sets of plastic shelves that I might end up keeping for the storage unit as well. There was a 48-gallon toter trash can. We're gonna keep that, even though I already got one. I'll keep it. Like I said, I'll use it for scrap, or just as like we've been doing, which is having it as another trash can or recycle can as needed. And I'm trying to think anything else. Like I said, there's a couple other odds and ends. There's a nice cooler. That's downstairs. There's weed barrier that'll sell next year. Trying to think what else. Oh, there's 2 boxes. Oh, the tile. There's tile. I don't know if it's floor tile or not. I still haven't been able to pinpoint exactly which tile it is. That's downstairs as well. There's 1 box downstairs. The rest we just took straight to storage. There's 2 boxes of life-proof flooring. That's actually pretty nice flooring, except there's only 2 boxes. It's only 40 square feet, so it's kind of useless. But I mean, you can still get it. It's just $68 a box. So that will be a harder sell. Trying to think what else. Oh, there's a bunch of door sweeps. Frost King door sweeps. There's a ton of those. Trying to think anything else. That's anything of any importance. What was I've told you that I have to check. All the hardware, of course, is out of its box, so I have to see if it is all there or not. It's all just rattling around in the box, so who knows what might have gotten lost. Like I said, I can show you this here. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of these smoke detectors. And there's actually a different pallet that had a bunch of these on there. Like 2 or 3 boxes of them. So look at that, I didn't even need to buy that other pallet. I just bought these. There's another pallet that they had a bunch of faucets on it that I would have loved to have had, but someone else got to that first. He's one of the other, I recognize him, he's one of the other Home Depot buyers. He's usually there pretty early in line, so he, of course, gets to a lot of the good stuff before I can get there. Because I think with the last Home Depot one that I got, I happened to get it right before he did, because he was busy pulling all the tags on the other side. Otherwise, I think he would have got it too, but I managed to get in there before him. There's also some Walgreens that they had for cheap that I thought about getting, but it was just going to be too many trips, and I already have enough. This is enough to deal with. Because actually, I got the 2 Home Depots, and then these milk crates they had a pallet of milk crates. Why? I don't know, but James bought them. It's $150, not bad. Might keep some and, sell the rest. He should get most of his money back, I would think, out of them. I say it was a pallet of, what was it, 7 tall, I think? 3 wide, 3 deep. So, half of it had to get left, and what's in here was actually what was left of those boxes. We just took them out of the boxes and put them in the milk crates to save space. But I would have loved to have saved these and then gone through them on camera, but what are you going to do? So, that is it. In regards to this pallet, like I said, I'll have to sit here and go through everything and sort out what's eBay, what's not. And if I remember right now, I'll show you some of the other stuff once we get to storage. Alright, so here's pretty much the rest of the Home Depot. This medicine cabinet, this 12 by 36 wall cabinet. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. Here's one of the other ladders. This one James is going to use. Although this one might as well go with his, because that's what we're going to use him for, is in his, sometimes trying to get stuff off the top shelf. We only had the one, so I use that, and he'd have to climb up, so now we have two, even though this one doesn't go as high as that one. But, and I'll just keep that one, this one in here. Here's the tile. You can see it very well. Laura porcelain. I'll have to try and figure out what it is. That's what all these boxes are. These boxes. It was all the same guy. So that's how I know it's all the same stuff. Oh no, that's from the toy pallet. That's gonna go on the shelf over there. That is some support thing for like a newspaper box. Well, that's a worry about it in the spring kind of thing. This was like butcher block of some kind. I don't really know what we're gonna do with it. It's even better if we get this box 1 of 2 that this person had ordered. Where the other box is, who knows? Like I said, there's the shelves. Here's one of them. That's off to a great start. Broken piece somewhere that somehow ended up there. Interesting. What else? Oh, this was some weird display rack, like display kind of thing for like an art piece. Yeah, you could use it for like an art piece or like a picture frame. I don't really know, or why Home Depot was selling that, but I think it was like $40. The tile, like I said, I haven't quite figured out what it is. These I think were like $60 or $70. Like I said, it might keep both of them. But I'm not a big fan of these plastic ones because it's a set height, which I'm not a big fan of. I like these where you can adjust them. So that's why I said I'm not too sure about them. But I might use them for like some of Grandma's stuff in the other one. Or like I said, use it in here because I need to get shelves of some kind. Obviously at the moment we're just kind of piling everything over here. But might use that, make a shelf. I don't know. I gotta do something in here, but I don't know if it's gonna be anytime soon. There's a shop light. This was like $30 too. This is pretty nice. This is a $300 attic ladder. However, it's definitely not new. I don't know if they did a bait and switch or what. If they, replaced it, put the old one in the box, send it back, because this is pretty dirty. I'll have to pull it out to get a better look at it. See if it's even, salvageable, sellable. It should be. It's just dirty. Trying to think. Anything else? Over here, 2 boxes of this life-proof flooring. Of course, the label that says that is on the other end. Oh yeah, this weed barrier. Like I said, that'll be good for next year. Door threshold and all these door sweeps. So many of them. There's like 3 bundles like this of them. Oh yeah, the good old... Alright, stay put. The good old plunger. That was in a box. Thought it might be getting something good. Nope, getting a plunger. Oop, knock those down. Those came out of this file cabinet. This came from a Staples pallet. And I was thinking about... I can use it now because now that I have the other half of the storage, I could use this. However, this thing is slightly defective. I see why it was liquidated. When we went to go open it, it was like it was locked. We were able to force one of the drawers open and finagle with the lock on the side to get them open in that. But that and the keys, I don't know where the keys went. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be on this. Pretty sure that's how I left it. And I don't know where the keys are. They're not in here. We checked the bottom, pulled the drawers out. It's not in here. So I don't know where it went.
Sitting underneath that one block, sitting weird.
Either that, or I took them home, even though I don't think I would have. I think I would have left them here. But who knows? This also got moved around when James got cleared out and that. But like I said, I was going to sell it because I had nowhere to put it. But now that I have this other half, we'll leave it. For now, it's perfect for all sorts of smalls. Other than you just have to... other than having to come here to pull something small is not fantastic. But, or I'd like to put like maybe Crocs in here, but I don't know how well Crocs would do being with this being non-climate controlled. That's not something I want to play around with. So I'll think of other small stuff to throw in there. And other than that, that's it. That's the update. We got all the inventory. Pretty much all yard sale, except for some of the stuff on that end. On the red shelf, because that's supposed to be the eBay shelf. These Keurigs, I'm surprised I'm still looking at them. I have to... that's another thing I have to do at some point, is go through a lot of my listings, check them, and see why some of this stuff hasn't sold. And maybe go through and purge some stuff. Might do that at the end of the year. Purge out some stuff and be done with it. But this all needs organized. This is all 8 tons of out of whack. So, that's it. We'll see you guys when we get another pallet.